Now, Stormwatch 12 weather on Newswatch 12.
Well, the latest air quality map has just come out, and we did have a few updates, so we'll go ahead and start off with that. But Gold Beach, your air quality has now improved into the good category. Brookings, though, not so much. You're still in the unhealthy for sensitive groups. In fact, your latest AQI number was at 117, so that gives you a little bit of perspective. A little bit better once you head down towards Crescent City at moderate. A lot of the rest of the area is actually looking pretty good, although some areas are borderline with good and moderate. Everyone's still in the moderate air category, with the exception of Crater Lake. You've been in the 60 to 65 for your AQI number for the last couple of hours. Now, the air quality alert, the areas that we were just looking at along the Oregon coast, Curry County, you do have that air quality alert that's been extended through Friday at 12 p.m. for mostly the Flat Fire and the Anvil Fire in the area. High temperatures for today, pretty nice throughout the region, except east of the Cascades. Show you that in a second, but generally looking at 70 to 75, 77 out in Brookings, 74 in Medford, 66 down in Mount Shasta. But look at the big temperature difference east of the Cascades, 62 and 46 for Klamath Falls and Lakeview. There have been plenty of showers right over Lakeview throughout the day, and you're in a northeasterly flow from a big area of low pressure that is in the vicinity. In fact, zooming all the way out, you can see we have that area of low pressure. It's pretty much centered right over about, say, where Burns is at this time, and it's kind of wobbling around for today, but it'll quickly shift off to the east for tomorrow, and that'll change the weather pattern overall. Now, this big line of clouds, this is a big organized cold front. This is pushing from west towards the east instead of going up and around us like it has pretty much all summer long, but things are finally going to change quite a bit. Now, forecast for the remainder part of the day, showers still will remain east of the Cascades, Klamath Falls. If you haven't had any rain yet, you probably won't as we go through the rest of the night. But showers will taper off, and we'll just see some clouds, morning clouds out east of the Cascades. Otherwise, we're looking pretty sunny. Except for Friday afternoon, we'll start seeing increasing high clouds throughout the region, and we won't see any rain on the Oregon coast until we get towards, say, Saturday afternoon. You can see here lunchtime, it's generally to our north, at least north of Curry County, but you know, it could be within a couple of hours, so don't be surprised if rain starts, say 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning. But for our smoke forecast for the remainder part of the day today, we'll still have the smoke and haze throughout the region, but once we go through the day tomorrow, wind's going to shift out of the southwest. Smoke could get kind of thick at times, especially the closer we are to the fires, but we go through Friday afternoon into the evening hours, Friday night into Saturday morning, smoke could get thick throughout the Rogue Valley, extending off east of the Cascades. Now, we've been talking a lot about the rain that's going to be coming, but Saturday afternoon, that's when we'll start seeing the leading edge of that rain showing up along the Oregon coast. By the time we get to Sunday, we'll start seeing some of that rain spilling inland into the Rogue Valley and then eventually east of the Cascades. Once the system's all said and done, we could be looking at 1 to 3 inches along the Oregon coast, maybe an inch if we're lucky here in the Rogue Valley. We may end up with less than that, but generally about 1/4 inch or so east of the Cascades. Our forecast for tonight, 46 for Medford, 24 out in Lakeview. There's a freeze warning for all areas shaded in purple, a frost warning for western Siskiyou County. So temperatures dropping very, very cold for tonight. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, 80 in Medford, 63 in Lakeview, 54 in Crater Lake. So your extended forecast, heavy rain will be possible along the Oregon coast on Monday, and then showers remain through Wednesday. For Northern California, it stays dry through Saturday. Rain starts to show up later in the day on Sunday with temperatures dropping back into the 60s. For the Klamath Basin, first full day of fall is Saturday, and that'll feel like fall. It'll feel pretty nice, and then temperatures cool off into the 60s with rain increasing by Sunday. Cascades looks dry until about Sunday with showers develop, and then a pretty wet Monday and beyond. The Rogue Valley, it'll be pretty nice for tomorrow. Tomorrow feeling slightly like summer, 80 degrees, and then temperatures cool off. It gets wet early next week.